rights and freedoms.
They've taken my mojo, constitutionally speaking.
They can take a piss and a long walk, as far as I'm concerned. All they ever do is take.
But they can never take. Shamanic Seaside Radio.
With Terry Tantra.
Take this instead, you brute.
That's right, people of the village. We're going nowhere. The commandants of the COVID clampdown might well argue that Shamanic Seaside Radio is a non-essential business. But you try telling that to the Shamanic Seaside community. And what they're forgetting is, well, us. Thanks to my shamanic powers of concealment, Linda and I have been overlooked in the COVID hysteria. We are not working from chuffing home, Tar. Our marriage is bad enough as it is, without letting the day job go down with it. We can at least agree on that, love, eh? So, here we are, in situ, so to speak, under the very noses of the Puritans. We're very discreet, actually, above the Aldi. Almost as discreet, now I come to think of it, as the people of the village, our listeners, that means you, who are so discreet that we have, in our 15-year history, yet to receive a call from you. Although this year that could well be down to us wasting our COVID grant on dodgy caller software. But we'll forgive you, as I'm sure, for his modest monopoly of local Bournemouth celebrity.
What a character.
You will forgive too your humble host, Terry Tantra.
Forgiveness indeed.
No way, Jose.
Forgiveness denied.
Give over, Linda. I didn't forget your birthday, love. People of the village, Linda's in a mood, so she's doing silly computer voices.
Whatever.
Given it were that birthday, I would have kept it quiet, personally. Love, you don't look a day over 40. Yes, I know it's dark in the studio. That's what I mean. Outside in the light, it can be about managing expectations. Come on, Chuck. Stop shaking your bingo wings at me and put down the heavy object.
The hour is upon us.
As the bells of Bournemouth strike 3 in the morning, it's time once again for the sinners to step forth from the shadows and seek
Shamanic Seaside Judgment.
Nobody, I say.
To a place of execution.
Thank you, Spirit of Fear, for producing that jingle so nicely.
Save your thanks for my agent. I'm just doing the work, you know, Terry.
Don't we know it? But you've had your turn. Let somebody else call it. People of the village, it's time to
Confess your mess.
Why did the goat have to die, Terence?
Not me, Linda. I mean a caller.
Terry, Goat Master, confess your mess.
The goat were years ago.
Please comply with all guidance.
If only the goat had complied with the bloody guidance, Linda.
Introducing the Butcher of Bournemouth. Confess your mess.
Alright, given it's your birthday, people of the village, you have to understand the goat were not right in the head to begin with. That was the whole point. A woman shows up with a goat. Looked like she had money. Looked like the goat had money, actually. She ties up the goat downstairs out the back of Aldi, where we smoke. Or rather, Linda smokes. There's no use making that face, you. You tried to smoke my Ritalin on your 30th. Anyway, people of the village, the goat woman then announces that after listening to Shamanic Seaside Radio, her precious goat had picked up demons. Were acting funny, barking like a dog, eating small birds, that sort of thing. Could we exorcise it? Now, I suggested, rather, that we just cut straight to eating it, or selling it, but apparently it's not the edible variety, and it were a family favourite. So back to exorcising it. My dear, said I, sensing commercial favour for our modest enterprise, on behalf of the wider Shamanic Seaside community of Bournemouth and beyond, as far as Wimborne, Tolpuddle, Ringwood and even Yarmouth, my sources newly report, I will be happy to exercise yon goat.
Terry make goats go burble, burble.
We held space for a ceremonial bathing of the goat at the seafront, Branxton Chine. That were basically to wash it, as it stank, and a photo op. TV were there. Linda, as you well know, TV were there.
I'm a goat. Get me out of here.
Yes, all right. The goat relieved now of its demonic burdens by my powerful ritual, newly charged, in fact, with arcane purpose, made a break for open waters in the direction of Jersey and disappeared beneath the waves shortly afterwards, presumed drowned. Then it turned out that the goat were not only non-edible and a family favourite, but also an extremely rare mixed breed that you make posh jumpers out of, and therefore worth 2,000 quid.
Goat killer.
They got it all wrong anyway. Who? The Small Claims Court? Or the RSPCA? My shamanic intervention was robust. I did us all a favour. The goats were a wrong un. An unfortunate ungulate, we might say, with pre-existing psychiatric pathology and bloody great horns. Linda, it could have turned at any moment, love. Gone on the rampage. Imagine that running round the Arndale Centre.
And no longer was Terry the Tosser welcome among the creatures of the hoof, for unto them he had brought slaughter.
Spirit of fear. Are you there? Would you mind saying something in my defence, Chuck?
'Tis the eye of childhood that fears a painted devil.
10 out of 10 for impact, Spirit of fear.
Thank you, Terence.
But that's Lady Macbeth. What's she got to do with the price of vice? Actually, Linda, that's you, Lady Macbeth, the crazy one with OCD, and I'm Macbeth, the destroyer of worlds, and yes, the unwilling but stalwart agent of destiny, sending into the waters of rebirth at Brankston Chine a deeply disturbed Angora Jamnapari cross. If it were done when 'tis done, Linda, to a better it were done, by Terry Tantra. And you can quote me on that. You don't mess around with our Terry, love, and get away unscathed.
As somewhere at the bottom of the English Channel, the bones of an innocent goat will testify for all eternity.